Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World, and you have to forgive me. I'm a little giddy right now because I just finished my first 5K ever. I've never run a 5K before, but I was determined this year to try something different, so I decided to start running again. And I'm not in good shape. I couldn't, run through the whole thing, but I made it, and I just want to encourage anybody who's looking to change their life. Just make the decision to do it. You're going to be bad at it, for a while, just like I'm very bad at running right now. But I'm very, very proud of myself. I mean, not that I humbly submit that I'm feeling really good right now because it's something I never really thought I would end up doing. But anyway, I was going through my news feed and I saw where Bill Maher, the white liberal comedian, decided that he has the right to use the N-word. He was doing an interview with a guy named Sass, who's a Republican, who's like a Republican senator or something. And so, Sass said something to him about, oh, you should come work in the fields with us, when he was talking about, I guess, campaigning or working in the cornfields. I don't know, one of the two. And he said, and Bill Maher said, well, I don't work in the fields. I'm a house nigga. And so basically like a field nigga for house nigga thing. And the crowd kind of groaned, and there was silence, awkward silence. And I think Maher tried to write it off like, oh, it's just a joke, it's just a joke. And here's my concern with that. If Bill Maher had been a Republican, or some conservative, or somebody in the Trump administration who said that, it would be entirely unacceptable. People would be up in arms and going crazy. And not that the Republicans are good people. I don't think they are. I don't think the Democrats or the Republicans respect you. But I think that what you got to kind of think about is that we can't keep letting liberals get a pass when it comes to how they deal with us. I have repeatedly stated on many occasions, go back, look it up, look up my name and Bill Maher, and you're going to find videos where for years I've been warning black people, this white man does not really respect you. It's not that he is a bad person. It's not that he's not trying to be more helpful to black people than, say, the conservatives are. But there are many, many occasions where, where Maher has said things that would be entirely unacceptable if they were said by, a conservative or Republican or whatever. But people give him a pass because he's kind of the cool white guy. Remember the cool white guy in high school who, would pretty much tell you that you were not acting black if you didn't wear gold chains, or if you didn't, if you didn't go to the club, or if you didn't listen to rap music, or that because you're good at science, or you're not good at basketball, you're less black. That's what Maher reminds me of. He has a very stereotypical one-dimensional view of blackness, which is built on the caricature of blackness, that if you're black you must be a liberal, if you're black you must be, you must have certain characteristics that identify you as part of that collective stereotype. And what that does is that undermines the right to your humanity. I just did a video today on my YouTube channel, you can feel free to check it out, about a black kid in Baltimore who is the national chess champion. He learned to play chess in the barbershop. I don't remember the young brother's name, but I love that kid because he reflects the diversity of blackness, the power of blackness, that we can be great at anything. There is no one way to be black. There is no sort of textbook stereotypical way you're supposed. Every black person can't dance. Stop saying that shit. Stop saying every black person can play basketball. Every black person listens to rap music. Every black man is up smoking weed, waiting for a booty call. No. Because when you do that, what happens is you're limiting your right to be a human being. And so being a human being means you can be whatever you want to be. So Maher, for the most part, I remember him saying something about President Obama where he said, well, I kind of always thought the first black president would be a guy who would bring everybody in a room, and if you gave him the wrong answer, he would shoot you in the foot. He said that, and I said, I don't like that. And then when Cornel West was on his show, I remember him making a joke to Cornel West saying, so you waiting around for the booty calls, huh? Or something stupid. It was something really ignorant. And it was like, and Cornel played it off. Cornel was like, because a lot of the black intellectual types, black public figures, they're all trying to get on Maher's show, and you know, and so they sort of let him slide. They don't really challenge him on a lot of this. So Cornel was, again, he's a gracious guy, very good human being. I love him personally and publicly. Whenever I've interacted with him, Cornel's always been very gracious, and he just kind of said, no, I'm just a 52-year-old Christian man trying to live a good life, and he laughed it off. But I didn't like that. I'm like, Cornel is one of the most esteemed, respected scholars in the black community. Why are you reducing him to a booty call? Why are you acting like somehow he acts like a rapper in his spare time? And so what I would just generally say to you is that, you know, as people, we can't allow ourselves to be sort of disrespected or undermined, you know, or sort of seen in some way that says that we all are supposed to fit into a box. So I personally think, now people are calling for Maher to be fired from the show and all that. I'm not really to the point where I'm calling for that yet, because, you know, we live in a world now where when people disagree with you, they want to destroy you. Like, they can't just say, okay, you need to straighten that shit up. Instead, it's like, he needs to die. His career must be over. He's worthless. I don't think you can take a 30 year career and reduce it to one soundbite. It bothers me when people think that way. So am I a person that's screaming for his head? No, but I am screaming for you to really critically analyze your relationship with these white liberals. You know, I think it was Malcolm or Martin, one of the two, or maybe both, who said you got to be very careful with the white liberals, because they will take liberties with you that other people don't take, because they feel like, well, we saved your black ass. You ain't shit. You ain't got no power. We're giving you a little bit of power, so we own you, nigga. And that's pretty much the sort of experience I have. And it's not that like they really know what they're doing sometimes. It's almost like how what's her name? That lady, the racist lady who I forgot her name. Let me see, what was it? Paula Deen. Paula Deen had a black best friend, and she called her soul sister. And the thing was, you know, Paula did not understand why black people were annoyed with her. She couldn't get it, you know. And when I talked to my grandmother about her, I remember my grandmother had a really nasty reaction to the Paula Deens of the world, because she said, yeah, those are the white women who really think that you're their best friend, and they don't even know how they're disrespecting you. So my belief is that that's kind of what you get, that they're not really so much, they don't have ill intent all the time, but racism's real. You know, I mean, the very subtle disrespect that you get. White supremacy is a very subtle, insidious thing sometimes. It's not typically very blatant and explicit, like, oh, I hate you because you're black. It's very, very subtle. It's very much like, you know, it's one of these things where people are like, well, you know, we're friends, but, you know, deep down they kind of know that they're in a superior position to you. Or they'll say things like, I really like you and I really want to help you, but it comes with an understanding that my agenda is first and foremost because I have power and you don't. So black people, you know, one of the things that bothers me is that I'll see so many black people that will look to the Bill Mahers as their saving grace. You know, you want to get on national TV, so you become a black person that's down with Bill Maher, so he puts you on his show. You know, and that's nice, but that's not real power. It's him lending you access and proximity to the power that he controls. So ultimately, at the end of the day, you kind of know who is in charge, who's the boss. Or I was talking to a black scholar the other day who was saying that, yeah, we really want to help the black students and give them opportunities. So we're creating this honor society within our university, and the president's going to help us to recruit more black students. And I said, I think that's great, but I want you to really understand that, you know, opportunities are not just something that you receive. They're something that you can create yourself. And black people, we're so busy, you know, chasing opportunities, trying to receive opportunities, that we're not spending a lot of time thinking about the creation of opportunities. So what happens is, typically black power or black success is created and manifests within the cage and the confines of white infrastructure. You know, because that white man is the one who sat around and said, how do we create a show? How do we get 1 million viewers a night? The black man is the one who says, how do I get on the white man's show, because he has a million viewers a night. Now, I'm not saying that it's that easy to do that, but I'm saying that we need more children who think that way, because what happens is if you don't have true power in the black community, you'll always end up kissing the asses of the white liberals just so you can get them to give you an opportunity. So I know I went off on a little bit of a tangent with that, but I hope you guys can really try to follow what I'm saying. Bill Maher, I don't think Bill's a bad dude. If I met him, I'd be very nice to him. It wouldn't be like, oh, you old racist motherfucker. It would be more like, okay, I'm a man, you're a man. You got your people, I got my people. Let's partner. How are we gonna cooperate with each other? That's the relationship you should have. Instead, the relationship is one where it's like, oh my God, thank you so much, Mr. Maher. I mean, without you, I would have nothing. I appreciate you giving me this opportunity, sir. And that's a plantation scenario. And it's a white supremacist scenario, and he knows it's white supremacy. So in his mind, he'll say, I want to be a good white man, so I want to give this black person a chance. When the fact is that you don't need nobody to give you a motherfucking chance. You are great within yourself. You are great without these people. You are great without that person opening the door. There ain't nothing that they can do for you that you can't eventually do for yourself if you give yourself enough time and if you think hard enough about developing the infrastructure. So I'm not saying that's an easy mountain to climb, but I'm just really here to tell you that the reason that a Bill Maher or a liberal will be the first one to call you a nigga or or talk about or make a joke about slavery or make a joke about about niggas is because they feel like, nigga, we own you. We are still your pimps, but at least we're the nice pimps, because the Republicans are the evil pimps. The liberals are the friendly pimps. But at the end of the day, you still got a goddamn pimp. So I didn't mean to cuss. I told myself I wasn't gonna cuss before 8 p.m. and I done cussed about 3-4 times. I'm sorry, guys. I swear to God, I'm trying to work on that, because I got pastors watching, little kids watching, all that stuff. So if I done messed up your kids, I apologize. But hopefully the good will outweigh the bad, because my goal is to tell you guys the truth based on my analysis. And I'm not a dumb person. I have a PhD. I'm 45 years old, and I've been looking at this and analyzing this stuff, for a very long time. And I'm just telling you, these white liberals are not always your friend. Not to say you can't partner with them. You can partner with them. But the thing is, you can also partner with some of the conservatives. Some of the conservatives say things that make more sense to the liberals. When I talk about building and building black infrastructure that's independent and strong, you can't debate that that's not relevant and helpful. A lot of times it's the conservatives who actually get it. The conservatives are like, yeah, everybody, build your own stuff. We got a neighborhood. We build our own neighborhood. I'm at a 5K race right now, and there are all these people, and very few of them are black, and all of them just come together and they all volunteer to help out with this race. It's like this is our community. We're doing something in our community. It's actually a Walter Payton race, which is really interesting. So the Payton family is behind it, but a lot of the volunteers are just white folks in the neighborhood who just said, this is our neighborhood. We're going to do something for ourselves. And I'm not putting them on a pedestal, but I'm saying that for black folks, I think sometimes we're very quick to wait for somebody else to create something so we can be a part of it. And I want you to really sort of train your children to think about what they can create for themselves. If it doesn't exist, you gotta go build it. Because you don't want to spend your time bowing to the Bill Mahers of the world just so they can give you an opportunity. Because they're gonna feel like they have the right to pinch your ass whenever they want to, because basically you become their bitch. So that's my 2 cents. I cussed again. I'm sorry, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I'm not mad at Maher. I just thought that this was worth analyzing. I think that that you really want to pay attention, and I think that what we have to do is if we're going to be outraged when a Republican says something that's racist, we must be outraged when a liberal says something that's racist. When Betsy DeVos went to speak at that school and the black people got outraged about it, I thought that was great. I'm like, good. Get that dumb lady off the stage. You should have a black woman up there anyway. But the problem is that those same people would have been cheering if it had been some stupid Democrat. And these damn Democrats ain't done a damn thing for you. And I don't know how long that you had a black president 8 years, and your neighborhoods ain't got no better. Your situation ain't got no better. Black unemployment ain't got hardly that much better. It's gotten better. It got better under the administration, but that was because it was so bad in the first place. It's still horrible compared to white folks. So the only way for black people to rise is with black people. If black people don't do it, it ain't never gonna happen. And if you don't make a move now, your children are gonna have the same problem you have. Your grandchildren will be complaining about the same stuff that you're complaining about now, because they're going to learn what you're learning the hard way, which is complaining ain't never going to fix a problem. Complaining will never get other people to address your needs. So address your own needs, black people. You know, let's be smart about this. So you know, anyway, I know I started talking about Bill Maher, and that's the topic for today, but really I think overall it kind of links to so many other things. And if you want my official position is that I don't think the man should necessarily be fired. I'm not into ruining people's whole career, you know, over, you know, mistakes. It depends on how he handles it, right? Like if he comes back and he apologizes, then, you know, then it should be taken into account. If he doesn't apologize, or if he's arrogant about it, then yeah, maybe it's hard, you know, time to go for the jugular. But personally, at the end of the day, my opinion is that, you know, I don't watch a show. I'll just say that, because white liberals make me sick. White conservatives make me sick. I don't hate them. It's just more like I'm tired of you treat me like a nigga. I'm tired of you looking at me like I'm less than. I'm tired of you expecting me to accept whatever scraps you throw my way. And that's why I tell black folks to build our own, because we can do it. Stop thinking you're less than. Stop not believing in yourself. You can do anything you put your mind to, damn it. And I don't want you to ever walk around here thinking that you are somehow inferior because you are part of an excellent culture. Black excellence used to exist before integration. Before those liberals brought you into the house, before that happened, you had black banks, black insurance companies everywhere, black businesses everywhere, black institutions everywhere. Now you ain't got no institutions because you integrated into somebody else's house, and now you're upset because you always end up at the back of the bus. Well, the reason you end up at the back of the bus is because you never learned how to buy a bus in the first place. We put our money together, we buy a bus, we drive that damn thing, we're proud of that bus. Stop trying to get on the fancy bus that's owned by somebody else. That's not going to get you ahead in this world. I'm about to go, guys. Take care. Also, if you want to begin your wealth building journey totally free, I want to make sure I mention this. You can go to sign up at intellectualchocolate.com. That's intellectualchocolate.com. I have a free wealth building sequence that you will get in your email. It's totally free, so go to intellectualchocolate.com. And also greatprospeakers.com is one of our supporters. It's a black business owned by, it's one of our family businesses. My brother owns it and he runs it. But if you were looking to become a public speaker or anything like that, a lot of people ask me about that. You can go to greatprospeakers.com. The first month is totally free, and then after that, if you want to stay, you can stay, but the first month is free. So anyway, take care, guys. I'm out of here. Have an awesome day. Talk to you soon. Peace.